Okay, you guys, we're going to do our first lessons today in section 2.4, reasoning and algebra, and this is a fancy way for saying proofs. So we're going to do our first introduction to proofs today, and we're going to do it using what you know in algebra. So we're going to justify every step we're going to use. You're going to need your property sheets of algebra to do this, and we're going to always use two columns. So here's how you do these proofs. Okay, we're going to start with two columns. My statements and the reasons why I can make these statements. Okay, if you're given information, you're going to write that down as your very first statement, and I'm given this particular equation. So my equation is 5x minus 12 is equal to 32 plus x. And this is my given statement. Now what we're going to do is we're going to solve this algebra equation, and we're going to provide a reason. Every reason is found in your algebra packet, and we're going to provide a reason for every step that we give. Okay, if I'm going to solve this equation, the first thing I'm going to do is get my variables on one side of the equation. So I'm going to pick my smallest variable, this one, and I'm going to subtract it from both sides. So if I subtract x from both sides, 5x take away 1x leaves me with 4x. I didn't do anything with this. I haven't done anything with the 32, and I got rid of this x. So what did I do? I used the subtraction property of equality, and I subtracted x from both sides. Okay, the third step I'm going to do to solve this equation, I need to get rid of the number, this number right here. I need to get rid of it. I want to get the variable by itself. So to get rid of a minus 12, I'm going to add 12 to both sides. If I add 12, my 4x is still there. This 12 goes away, and 32 plus 12 is equal to 44. The reason why I can do this is I added 12 to both sides. So this is called the addition property of equality, and I'm adding 12. Okay, the last step I have to do is get rid of this 4. I have to get rid of this 4 right here in front of the x, and it's being multiplied. So to get rid of this 4, I have to divide it out. So if I divide this, I get x, and 44 divided by 4 is 11. So I'm using the division property of equality, and I'm dividing by 4. I'm done with my proof. I box it in to say I'm finished, and that's how you justify your steps. You're not only just solving the algebra problem, but you're giving a reason why you can do all your steps. All right, let's apply that to geometry. Suppose that points A, B, and C are collinear with point B between points A and C. I need to draw a picture of this. So we're going to first draw a picture. I'm going to draw it right here on the side. Collinear means they're on the same line. I have 3 points. A and B and C are collinear, and B is between A and C. Solve for x if AC equals 21. The whole thing is 21. BC is 15 minus x. And AB is 4 plus 2x. All right, that's my picture. I'm ready to do my problem. These are my statements. These are my reasons. Okay, I need something to start with, and now that I have a picture and I'm working with segments, I'm going to start with the segment addition postulate. I know that AB plus BC is equal to AC. This is called the segment addition postulate. Okay, now I'm going to put my equation in. So AB is 4 plus 2x. BC is 15 minus x. AC is 21. This is called substitution. When you put the values into the equation, it's a substitution. Now we just got to simply solve it. First, I have to combine my like terms. 2x take away x is 1x. 4 plus 15 is 19. When you combine your like terms, it's called simplify. And the last thing I have to do is get rid of the plus 19, so I'm going to subtract 19 to get x is equal to 2. So I use the subtraction property of equality, and I subtracted 19. I'm done, so I box it in, and this is my proof by justifying each of these steps. Okay, now using your property sheet, we have to name these properties. What you're doing is you're given this if statement, and you have to ask yourself, what are you doing to this given information in order to say this conclusion? So something's happening. And so when I do this, I say, well, what's the same? The 3x is the same. The equals is the same. The 4 is the same. And then here's the change. And my question is, how did that change? Well, you were given this piece of information here. X is equal to y. So all I did is I replaced this y with this x. Anytime you replace anything, it's called substitution. So the property that allows you to do this is the substitution property. Okay, again, what are you doing to this in order to say that? And I'm like, all right, let's compare it. The 4 is the same. The equals is the same. That's it. This went away and this changed. How did that happen? Well, I subtracted x from both sides. So this is the subtraction property. And I subtracted x from both sides. Letter C. If angle P is congruent to angle Q is congruent to angle R, and angle R is congruent to angle S, then the conclusion is P is congruent to S. Something's happening with all of this in order to simplify it and just say this. Well, what I notice is I have what we call the bridge. Q is the bridge, R is the bridge. So angle P gets linked to angle S. And the property that allows to do this is called the transitive property. This is actually of congruence because of that congruent sign. The rest of these problems is a quiz to see if you really understand the lesson. And we're going to go over this quiz in class. We're going to go over this quiz in class. So you should have this done on your own and then come back to see if you're done with it. If you have questions about this quiz, please come see me. All right, you guys, have a good day. Bye.